So once again, good morning, Stephanie. It's nice to see you. As you noticed, today is Thursday. We have homework, but we're going to check it later. Okay? Let's wait for your classmate because usually they join a little bit later. So yesterday we started talking about making comparisons, right? So we're going to continue working on that, and if we have time enough, we're going to talk about adjectives ending in ed, ing. Let's see. But so far, let's focus on comparison. So give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. I have many things open, so give me a moment. I'm going to close this. Okay, and this. Okay, now. Katie, good morning. How are you? Diego. Guys, your classmates are joining, so I'm moving them. So, Diego. Okay, so yesterday we talked about making comparisons. So we check an explanation or a review in a file. Now we're going to check the explanation on the book, okay? Domenica, good morning. How are you? Welcome.
Good morning, teacher.
It's nice to
I'm fine.
see you. That's great. So guys, let's check making comparison. As we mentioned yesterday, we have two possibilities: comparative or superlative, adjectives or adverbs, right? That's the way we have, or the possibilities we have to make a comparison. So let's check it quickly. Hey, Katie, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, mister.
It's nice.
Fine, thank you.
Okay, that's great. What happened with Diego? I moved Diego. Diego is moving. Okay, so it says comparative and superlative form of adjectives and adverbs. We're talking about making comparisons, right? So, comparative form, adjective or adverb. Remember, an adjective describes a noun, an adverb describes verbs. We add er at the end for
Abel.
comparative, plus than. This than means que, right? Or more plus the adjective. In the adverbs, adjective or adverb plus than. So here we have some example. Tennis is cheaper than golf. So notice, cheap is a adjective, so one syllable we add er, and we use than. We're comparing two things, tennis and golf. So tennis is cheaper than golf. Mariana works harder than before. So notice harder is modifying or qualifying works. How Mariana works harder than before. This is an adverb. It's talking about the verb, right? ¿Cómo trabaja Mariana? Más duro. Y lo comparamos con algo que antes. Okay. Let me see. Diego, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Miss. I'm
Welcome.
fine. Thank you.
That's great. So, golf is more expensive than tennis. Notice this is an adjective, but it's a long one. Two syllables or more. We don't add er, we add more before. Instead of add at the end, we add more. So, golf is more expensive than tennis. It's rained more often than in the past. Two syllables or more, this is an adverb, is talking about rains. Rains is the verb, right? So, it's rained more often than in the past. Llueve más a menudo que en el pasado. So, these are comparative adjectives and adverbs, right? Then we have superlative. We need to use the article the plus the adjective or adverb plus est at the end, or the most plus the adjective or adverb. So let's see example. Chess. Adrian, good morning. Hi, Adrian. How are you? Okay, guys. It says chess is one of the cheapest. It's one of the cheapest. We use the article and we add est at the end. Hobbies. El más barato de todos. El ajedrez es el hobby más barato de todos, right? Playing team sport is the most sociable free time activity. So notice, sociable is two monosyllables. That's why we use the most instead of est. So far, do you have any question about this? It's supposed to be a review, but if you have any question, let me know, okay? Okay, great. So anyway, I'm going to send you a screenshot of this, okay? So keep it in mind. Let me see. Give me a moment. I'm trying to open the chat. My computer is working. I'm sorry. Okay. What happened? Here you are. And a screenshot, okay? Then it says common adjectives. These are the rules, right? So add er or an est with one syllable adjectives. Fiona is fitter than last year. Two syllable adjectives ending in y. Just when ending in y. Two syllables adjectives when ending in y. And ly. So happy and friendly. These are examples, right? My brother is, this is apostrophe S, is the friendliest person in my family. Usually with two syllables or more, we use more or the most, right? But it is finishes in y or ly, we can change it for iest. Okay, use more and most with adjectives of two syllables or more, except two syllable adjectives ending in y or ly, as I mentioned before. Biking is the most dangerous activity. Spelling. No, this for irregular comparison. So we have some irregulars one who doesn't or who don't follow a rule. So as a comparative, good change for better, a superlative, best. Better, best. Bad, worse, worse. These are the comparative adjectives. Comparative adjective, superlative adjectives, right? Well is a adverb. Well changed to better and best, and badly is the adverb who change worse and worse. Okay, these are the irregulars. I'm going to send you this chart. Much change for more or most, more as a comparative and most as superlative, and many change for more and most. Again, little, less or least, far, farther, further, or farthest, furthest. So guys, so far, do you have any question? So far, so good? Okay, wonderful. We almost finished with the explanation. So here you are. I'm going to send you this. Anyway. Great. So to say two things are the same, equality, we use as plus adjective plus as. As. Tan como. She finds doing aerobic as interesting as playing team sports. As. Tan como. As plus adjective plus as. This means she finds doing aerobics and playing team sport equally interesting. The igualdad, right? To say that one thing is less than other, use no, so, as, plus adjective or as. Window shopping is not so or as enjoyable as clubbing. We use verb to be negative plus so or as plus adjective plus as. So in the first part, we have two possibilities. We can use so or as. And at the end, we need to use as. Less or least plus adjective. Playing chess is less healthy than team sport. This is a comparative. Less, menos saludable que jugar un deporte. Clubbing is the latest activity you can do. So far, do you have any question, guys? Clubbing es como salir de noche a los clubes, ¿cierto? Como salir de fiesta. Okay, great. Let's continue here. Comparison of adverbs. So it is similar, kind of similar. So it says add, er, and est. One syllable adverbs, hard, fast, straight. Mom worked harder than my dad. Remember, adverbs describe a verb. So the verb is works and the adverb is harder. Two-syllable adverbs, including adverbs ending in ly. Maria read the text more quickly than Susana. She visited me more often than in the past. These are the irregulars one, well changed for better, and best, and badly, worse, and worse. We already checked in the previous chart. Okay. So to say two things are the same, use as plus adverb plus as. Julia finished the exercise as quickly as Mark. Julia and Mark finished the exercises equally quickly. To say we do one thing differently from another, use not, so, or as plus the adverb plus as. Sophie doesn't speak Spanish so or as well as Gordon. Okay? We can use words and phrases with comparative form to express large and small differences. These are some ways of expressing a large difference. Okay, so here, words and phrases with comparative form to express large and small differences. Okay, let's check this one. This could be new for you. Let's see. Much, far, a lot. Considerably. Plus the adjective or adverb plus er. Plus more or more plus the adjective plus the adverb. So let's say the example. Playing team sport is much riskier than many people imagine. Es mucho más riesgoso. Cuando lo que vamos a hacer, ¿cómo se diferencia? Marca la diferencia entre más o entre menos. En este caso, para más. Not nearly as plus adjective plus adverb or adverb plus as. Some mobile apps are not nearly as difficult, nearly, with comparative equality, ese es para los comparativos de igualdad, to use as normal computer programs. ¿Cierto? No son tan difíciles de usar como. And I'm going to show you this. This is the new part. Here you are. Let me see. Here you are. And finally, this is the last part, and then we can practice and stop just reading. It says, I go away. There are some ways of expressing small differences. Slightly, a bit, a little. To express small differences. Plus adjective or adverb, plus er or more, plus adjective or plus adverb. So let's check the example. People drive slightly slower than they did in the past. Las personas manejan un poco más lento de lo que lo hacían en el pasado. Add not quite as plus adjective or adverb plus as. So, para equality, we use quiet. I don't find, let's wait, okay. I don't find running quiet as enjoyable as cycling. No encuentro el correr tan divertido como el ciclismo, ¿sí? So far, do you have any question? It's okay? It's clear? Yes? Okay, so let me see something. Okay. Katie, are you taking notes?
Yes, mister.
Okay, when you finish, let me know, okay? And Domenica, I think you're taking notes, right? As well. When you finish, let me know. And we're going to start practicing, okay? Guys, remember today is Thursday. As every Thursday, we are going to check the homework later. We have homework and we are going to check, okay? Give me a moment that I forgot to do something before.
Mister, what is the difference entre nearly as and quite as?
One is for adjective
Ne-
and the other one is for adverse.
yes, adjective.
Ah, no, I mean, no. This is for adverbs. One is for more and the other one is for less. Como para mostrar una diferencia más grande, para mostrar una diferencia más pequeña. I'm going to show you. Give me a moment. No.
Okay, but the not nearly as adjective and not quite as adjective, what is the difference between
Okay,
phrase?
so here with nearly, we show a higher difference, ¿sí? Como más alta, como resaltar que es un poco más diferente, ¿sí? Y con slightly, que es más, que es menor. Entonces, dice, usamos not nearly, o sea, para hacerlo negativo, más o plus de adjective o adverb, con un adjetivo o un adverbio. Plus as. Recuerden que as es de igualdad. So, some mobile apps are not nearly as difficult, no son tan difíciles como los programas de computador, los programas normales de computador. People drive slightly lower than they did in the past. Las personas manejan un poco más lento de lo que hacían, de lo que lo hacían en el pasado, ¿sí? En nearly es para mostrar un poco más de diferencia, más amplia. El slightly es para mostrar que es como menos, un poco menos. Y ese sería como un poco más.
Okay, mister, thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you so much for asking. Okay. Guys, in the meantime, I'm going to take the tense because then I forget about it. Is missing someone? No, I don't think so. Wait. Let me see. Okay. Attendance, bedrooms. No, no. What? Remember to summarize the information. Just write the main ideas, okay? You don't need to translate
Oh, okay, mister, I
to write.
finished.
Okay. Dominica, do you finish? Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So guys, let's come back. Page, I think. Okay, so now, sorry, hate how this PDF works. So we do this part, yes, we did this part yesterday, so it's okay. So now we're going to work on this exercise. Number 2, it says, candidates often make mistake with comparisons. Correct the mistake in this sentence. Stephanie, the first one.
There are lots of ways to keep fit, but I think no way, no sería healthier, sería test. I don't remember the pronunciation, but the I
Try it again. Try it again. I can help you. So try again.
okay.
The mistake here is they or this person is using a comparative. And we're talking about the most of what? El más más. So we have to use a superlative. So there are a lot of ways to keep fit. But I think the of all is Zumba.
Healthiest.
Healthiest. The healthiest of all. Health, just one. Healthiest, sorry, like this. Healthiest, just one syllable. Health. Healthiest of all is Zumba. Okay, great job. Well done. Is easier than you think. Domenica, number 2.
Um, is cheaper than, no more.
Again, Dominica, please. What is the mistake?
The word more is cheaper than.
Actually, you're right. Playing chess is cheaper than playing video games. Wonderful. Okay. Katie, number 3.
Team games are more sociable than, no, con N sería, than biking because you meet and speak to a lot of people.
Good. You're on fire. Diego. Number 4, Diego.
When you play chess, you have to think more hardly. It can be hardlier or
Hardlier. Actually, yes. Because it finishes
hardlier.
in YL. Yes, you have to
Yes.
think hardlier than where you're playing video games. It's true, I'm not sure. It depends on the video game. Okay, Diego, well done. Adrian, number 5.
I don't go window shopping as often as I used to.
As I don't go window shopping as often as I used to. Great, Adrian, you're right, actually. Guys, you're on fire. You're extremely smart. Oh my gosh. Katie, number 6.
Number 6. For me, parachute jumping is the riskiest of
Riskiest. Mhm.
the more is no here.
No. What is? No, the more no. And what is?
No, more. The word
More.
more.
And there's another mistake.
And the Ricky is risky.
Riskiest.
Riskiest.
Because there's a Y. So, like this. Riskiest. Right? The riskiest of all sports. Okay. Well done. It finishes in Y, so we need to change it to I and add EST. It's a superlative. Well done, Kate. Domenica, number 7.
Um, speaking for myself, I find team sports the less interesting than the last.
Speaking for myself, I find team sport the less interesting.
Interesting than. I know, teacher.
Try again. You can check the screenshots. What do you think? Estamos hablando del menos de todos. So, what do you think?
The last.
The
The last.
the last
The last.
list.
List.
List. So is last, right? Is this one? The list is a superlative, right? The least interesting. Okay, thank you, Domenica. Well done. Finally, number 8, Adrian.
Mountain biking is more better for getting
Horrible.
exercise than most sports.
So, is what is the
Better.
mistake?
Better.
Better, you're right. So more good. It doesn't exist. That's horrible. Better for getting exercise than most sports. Okay, so far so good. So far, do you have any question? Okay, wonderful. So let's continue. So now in the chat, you're going to do this. It says, complete these sentences with your own ideas. So you had the half of the sentence. It's becoming more and more, and you complete it, Learning to ride a bicycle is not as algo más, right? In teen game, the most is mean we have to use a superlative. I'm much better at, this is a comparative. My friend are far something. Our computer games are not nearly. So please complete the sentences in the chat, okay? With your own ideas.
Mister, I have the
Yes, Katie, go ahead.
question on the page 169. I have a question for the page 169 between a ver, ¿cuál sería?
Sorry, guys.
The most far allows considerable adjective adverb plus er con la otra frase, more adjective adverb. What is the difference entre estas dos oraciones? No.
Okay, first of all, it says words and phrases with comparative form. Entonces, word o frases que con los comparativos expresan una mayor o menor diferencia. ¿Sí? Eso sería
No,
lo que
no,
significa.
la de abajo, es el primer ítem, dice
Entonces,
much far.
eso va de la mano. Entonces, con much utilizamos cualquiera de estas, no todas, solo una. Much, far, a lot or considerable para mostrar una mayor diferencia, ¿sí? Más el adjetivo o un adverbio, uno de los dos, no los dos, sino una cosa. En su forma comparativa,
¿Ya?
probablemente lleva er o lleve more, ¿cierto? Dependiendo del adjetivo o el adverbio. Entonces,
Ya, pero veo que hace una diferencia con el more. ¿Cuál es la diferencia ahí entre el match y el more?
el match el more no, es diferente. El more lo utilizamos para la estructura de los comparativos, como tal, ¿cierto? Los comparativos, algunos, los que son de dos sílabas o más, llevan el more, por regla del comparativo. El match lo estamos utilizando para expresar que la diferencia es grande, que es una diferencia grande.
Ya, entonces podría utilizar, por ejemplo, much more happily. No,
Pero depende del
happy.
adjetivo. Tiene que ser un adjetivo que utilice more. Much more
Ya.
intelligent
Ya. Entonces,
than.
ya. Esta parte de aquí, more adjective, es cuando el adjetivo es largo y utilizo la regla de
Exactly.
dos.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ya. Oh, okay, mister. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. For asking. It's important. It's really important, guys. Thank you. I noticed someone have finished it, but let's wait for your classmate. Let me see. I'm going to open the chat. Give me a moment. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. Give me a moment. Thank you. We're going to check it in a while. So far, good, so good. You're doing pretty good. Notice that the book used mistake that students made during the exams. So you need to be careful with that. Avoid repeating the same mistakes. But you're so smart. You're pretty smart.
Mister, can you show the
Sorry,
exercise
for
where you
sure. I'm sorry, Diego. Here you are. Let me see. It's around here. Often made mistakes, and it's this 6.
thank you.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, Diego, for remember me. Stephanie, good job. But in the first one, I think it's missing something. It's become more and more popular. What? What is becoming more and more popular? More and more popular. But you did it pretty good. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Yeah, good. Thank you. Mhm. Diego, great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You did it pretty good. Guys, in a while, we're going to start reading aloud, okay? Un momentico, les empezamos a leer. You're doing pretty good. So far, so good. Sabani, for example, look at Diego's first point. It's becoming more and more difficult to enter the university nowadays. Okay, guys, let's try to finish in 2 minutes more, okay? 2 minutes more to finish, to continue, please. Let me see. Well, Dominica. Okay, guys, who's missing? In the meantime, let's start reading. So, Stephanie, go ahead, please.
Okay. It becomes more popular at school. Learning to ride bicycle it's not as difficult as it seems. In team game, the most important thing is cooperation. I am much better at tennis than football. My friends are far fitter than I am. Computer games are not nearly as active as outdoor sport.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Stephanie. Diego, go ahead, please. Yours.
Okay. Learning to ride a bike is not as hard as learning to drive. I know, sorry, that's not my.
It's okay.
This is my. It's become more and more difficult to enter the university nowadays. Learning to ride a bike is not as difficult as learning math. In team games, the most entertaining for me is soccer. I'm much better at swimming than my friend Oscar. My friends are far more sociable than me. Computer games are not nearly funnier than hanging out with friends.
Thank you so much. Well done. Domenica.
It's becoming more and more popular to exercise every day. Learning to ride a bicycle is not as difficult as it looks. In team games, the most important thing is working together. I'm much better than playing basket than playing soccer. My my friends are far more interested in the art than I am. Computer games are not nearly as exciting as going outside with friends.
Great. Guys, as you notice, maybe Stephanie and America has a similar sentence, and I think that the second one, learning to ride a bicycle is not as difficult as it's. So, Stephanie used seems, and America used looks, and both are possible, actually. But it sounds more natural with seems, even though look is okay as well, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Domenica. Well done. Now, Adrian. Could you read yours, please?
Yeah. It's becoming more and more important to learn English. Learning to ride a bicycle is not as hard as learning to drive. In team games, the most important thing is the chemistry between each other. I'm much better at basketball than at soccer. My friends are far funnier than me. Computer games are not nearly as difficult as people think.
Okay, thank you so much. Well done, guys. It's missing just Katie. Katie, are you ready? Not yet. Okay, guys. In the meantime, while Katie finish, I'm going to show you the homework, okay? So give me a moment. Because I couldn't do something with the homework. So where the homework is on activity book, okay? So I mean workbook, sorry. It's called workbook. So I'm going to share my screen again. Let me see. It's here. So too easy. Grammar. Sorry, I have a mistake here. It's grammar. So workbook pages 4 and 5. 4 to 5. I tried to split the PDF in these two pages, but it didn't work. I don't know why. It showed me different pages. So workbook pages 4 to 5. And let's check these pages, okay? I already opened the book. Let me see. I am right. This is workbook. Yes, it's from here. So here, page 4 in the PDF, right? From the PDF. So page 4, this one, and 5, this one. Okay? That's the homework. Pages 4 and 5. You complete this email with present perfect simple and continuous. Asking question, present perfect and present perfect continuous. And vocabulary, collocation, make and do, and solve phrasal verbs. We already work on it, right? It's okay? Adjectives, okay. Adjectives, this is nominalization, and that's all. If you have any question, let me know, okay? Okay, so let's continue working on the book. So let me see, this is the book. Katie, did you finish? Not yet. So Katie, Katie's here?
No, she's not here.
That's why. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. So the homework is clear, first of all. Yes, workbook, workbook. Okay, great. So let's continue. Do you have any question about comparison? Yes, do you have any question, Stephanie? No, no. Okay, thank you. You did it pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay,
No,
okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. So, guys, let's continue. We already work on this. We already work on this. So here we have a reading activity. Okay. So it says, reading an issue of English. We're going to read an extract from a book in which actor Ian McGregor explained how the first became interested in motorbike. Before you read Working Pairs, what do you think people most enjoy about riding motorbikes? Read the extract quickly to find out how Ewan McGregor become interested in motorbikes. Excellent information and reading in use of English part 5, you read a text of 550 or 650 words. Answer 6 questions about it by choosing A, B, C, or D. This part of the test, this part tests your ability to understand main ideas and details, the writer's opinion and purpose, and your ability to work out what something means from the context. But here we have an issue. There's the reading, but the next page is in blank, okay? So anyway, we're going to read it and we're going to see the main ideas. Because I mentioned it, the next page is blank, okay? So we have to work on this one. We can answer this one because we don't have the phrasal verbs from the previous one. So let's read it and then we can talk about adjectives, okay? But first of all, let's read it. So this is page 9. So find out how Ewan McGregor became interested in motorbikes. We're going to focus on this, okay? This is the purpose of this reading activity. So, Diego, could you read the first 2 paragraphs, please? And the title.
My first bike. Film star Ewan McGregor recently rode around the world on a motorbike. He talks about how he first took up riding motorbikes. My biking begins can be summed up in 2 words: teenage love. My first girlfriend was small with short, mousy blonde hair, and I was mad about her. Our romance came to an abrupt end. However, when she started going out with another guy in my hometown, Kiev, he rode a 50cc road bike first and then a 125. And whereas I had always walked my girlfriend home, suddenly she was going back with this guy.
Okay, thank you, Diego. Adrian, continue, please.
I was nearly 16 by then and already heartbroken. Then, one day, on the way back from a shopping trip to Perth with my mom, we passed Buchanan's the local bike shop. I urged my mom to stop the car. I go out, walked up the short hill to the shop and pressed my nose to the window. There was a there was a light blue 50cc bike on display right at the front of the shop. I didn't know what make it was, or if it was any good. Such trivialities
Trivialities.
were irrelevant to me. All I knew was that I could get it in 3 or 4 months, time when I was 16 and allowed to ride it. Maybe I could even get my girlfriend back.
Okay, let me see. I really hate this PDF. Sorry. Where is this going? My girlfriend. Ah. So, Domenica, continue, please. This one.
I ridden my first bike when I was about 6. My father got hold of a tiny red Honda 50cc, and we headed off to a field that belonged belonged to a family friend. I climbed on and showed off. I went all over the field. I thought it was just the best thing. I loved the smell of it, the sound of it, the look of it, the rush of it, the head pitched screaming of the engine. But of all, there was a Land Rover parked next to next to two large piles of straw
Okay.
with about meter and a half.
Okay, thank you. Stephanie. The two, these two, please, Stephanie.
Okay. Between them, I know that from where the others were standing, it looked as if there was no distance between them. Just one large heap of straw. I thought I would have a go. I can racing towards the adult. I shot right through the gap in the strap. I was strailing. What pronunciation this word? The
Thrilled. Mhm,
thrilled to hear the adult scream and a late
mhm.
that I
Rated.
had freedom
Rated net.
net. Oh, complicated pronunciation this.
Yes.
Then it was my first time on motorbike. It was exercising,
Exciting.
excited. Oh, exciting, and I want more. So when I looked through bookend window in per that date, it suddenly all made sense to me. It was what had to happen. I can remember whether it was the win back my ex-girlfriend heard or not. But more than anything,
Else. More than anything
it
else, it
that
mean
it
it meant
meant it meant that instead of having to walk everywhere, could ride my motorbike to school and the game fields at the bottom of
grief.
Grief,
Grief.
and when I went out at weekend.
Thank you. Diego, finish, please. To finish quickly.
I start. Wait,
Sorry.
uh, I started to fantasize about it. I spent all my waking hours thinking about getting on and starting up the bike. putting on the helmet and riding around the cliff. I couldn't sleep. Driving to desperation be my desire for a bike. I made a series of promises to my mom. I won't leave I won't leave town. I'll be very safe. I won't take any risk. I won't do anything stupid. But in fact, I was making the promise up. I never thought about keeping them. At the time, I at the time that I was
Sorry. Okay, continue.
at the time that I was begging for a bike, I already had an accident with a bike belonging to George Carson, the school laboratory technician. Then I asked him if I could borrow it. He agreed, not knowing that I didn't have a clue how to ride it. The the bike was in a alleyway up the side of the school hall. I managed to start and zoom down the alleyway until I crashed smack into a wall, bending the wheel and snapping the handlebars. Mr. Carson came out to find me looking very red-faced. The bill for the damage came to more than 80 pounds, a fortune for a 50 years old in those days, and one that took me months of working as a dishwasher and waiter at the Murray Park Hotel to pay back.
Okay, let me see, is there something else? Ay, no, that's all. Okay, thank you so much for the one who read it. So, Adrian, let's answer the main question. How Iwan Matt Gregory became interested in motorbike?
Because at first his girlfriend left him, and she went with a guy who has had a bike, a motorbike.
Thank you, Adrian. Stephanie, what do you think? Do you agree or that it was something else? Diego, what do you think? You read most of the article.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, it's okay. So, guys, at the beginning, it's mentioned about that, the broken heart, but in the middle of the article of the essay, he talked about when he was younger and went to a field and he could ride a motorbike. Then we come back to the present and talk about the feelings. He remembered that feelings about riding a bike and notice that he mentioned that he didn't remember is he his is his girlfriend come back or no. At the end, he didn't care. He didn't care about that. He was more interested in riding a motorbike. Okay, but anyway, you did it pretty good. So, guys, quickly before left, again, we're going to check the homework. Let me see. Give me a moment. You did it pretty good as always. You're really smart. So, Katie, I don't know if you. So, the homework is workbook pages 4 and 5. Okay. But here there's an activity with adjectives. So, we won't work on this. Neither in the article. So, page 5, just until here, until this part, okay? These exercises. The one who we use the phrasal verb. So, page 5, complete with the collocation, make or do, and the phrasal verbs. That's all. You do the whole page 4 and just these two exercises from page 5. Okay, it's clear. That's the homework. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You did it pretty good as always. Have a nice weekend. Have fun. Take care and see you on Monday. Bye bye. See you. Take care. I really appreciate it.
Bye, mister.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.